Alright, so first of all, thank you guys so much for 100 subs and now 120 subs actually. We kind of got like 30 subs in a day or something. That's like pretty fucking insane. But besides that, today's topic is actually quite different from what I've been doing like the past 3 days. You know, I've been talking about like these challenges and all that, and like I talk about them. But I want to take a break from that, and today I just want to talk about how I got this good at Fortnite, and also how this is applicable to any other thing in life. And honestly, right now, I'm not fucking fully try-harding in Fortnite, right? If you really want to see me try hard, I'm on stream and I'm just like genuinely fucking trying my hardest. But right now, I'm kind of talking and all that, so I don't look that good. And so I made a list of all the things that you have to do in order to actually be good and improve. Like all the things that I did that worked, right? So like this list is literally right next to me. I'm going to start talking about it. I think the most important thing, like number one, is to always compare yourself and watch the best players at something. Like the best at something in general. I feel like that always gives you like the comprehension and understanding of what it's like and what you need to do in order to be good at something, right? The same thing kind of happened when I was like, oh my god, when I was like playing piano, all right? When I was learning piano, I remember I would always watch, like, you guys probably know Animans, all right? If you've played piano at all, then you definitely know who this guy is, all right? Basically, Animans is like this god tier level Japanese pianist. I think he's Japanese, I'm not sure, probably Korean. And he's just like, he's genuinely insane. And like, you can, I remember I would like analyze the way he moved his hands and all that, right? And from the way he, just alone from that, all right? I never had a piano teacher or anything, but the way he moved his hand, the way he placed it, like placed them and like went from like one key to another, I learned so much from that alone, and I could easily replicate that when I play piano afterwards. Like, I'm basically self-taught. I can't read piano properly and all that, obviously. This is one thing, and the same thing could be applied on Fortnite as well. You see all the pro players play, and you're like, well, I can just play like them, right? Like, that's basically how you learn anything. Because you can't, it's so much harder to create something, right? Create a playstyle and all that. You don't want to create a playstyle, you want to learn from those who've already created that playstyle. You know, make your life significantly easier. So always learn from the best. And second of all, I think that goes without saying, right? Consistency is king, all right? You always want to be as consistent as possible. You want to show up every day, all right? Because sometimes there's going to be some days where you don't feel like showing up. There's going to be some days where you're like, you're just tired and you don't want to play as long. But at the end of the day, what's really important is that you show up every single day, and that when you do show up, that's actually what matters the most, is that you don't do bullshit. I feel like it's so easy to just like, for example, hop on Fortnite and just do fuck all that is productive. Like just play some, or just play in game, right? Like you just launch the Battle Royale and you think, okay, well at least I'm playing Battle Royale, so therefore I'm being productive. But in reality, if you're just going into it with the mentality that you don't want to do it, and that you're not here to learn, and that you're not just playing for real, like, you're better off just not playing at all, alright? Like, that's one thing that is like a universal fact. Why is my ramp flipped? Like, you're better off just not playing at all if you're not going to fucking try your hardest to improve. So, let's say you have 10,000 hours on this game. Jesus Christ. If you have 10,000 hours on this game, literally there's absolutely, like, there's a difference between someone who invests 10,000 hours properly and someone who just plays with his friends and all that. And that's also brings me into the second point, well, the third point actually, which is don't play with your IRLs. I'm playing with my IRL right now actually, but it's kind of a different because I taught him everything. Alright? But like, your IRLs will genuinely 99% of the time suck ass at something. And this is the same when you're like playing soccer and all that, or like just outside in general. Your IRLs don't have the same burning passion as you, alright? They probably just do or play that thing because they're playing it, alright? Because their friends are doing it. But if you're genuinely trying to make something happen with whatever you're doing, you can't be playing with people who don't give a shit, right? Like, it sounds pretty standard, but genuinely playing with your IRLs. The second I stopped playing with them when I was playing Fortnite is when I saw my biggest spike of improvement. That's when I started like really just talking to new people in English and just actually playing, you know. Wow, what was that glitch? Just diversifying the amount of players who I play with. And also it's like you kind of get used to playing with the same people, and you get accustomed to this one playstyle that perhaps is good in certain scenarios, but like you don't become versatile by playing with the same players all over, like over and over again. which is why playing with other people is not only useful, but playing with people that are better than you is also king. I feel like, let's say, whenever I PG on this map, I PG a bunch of people, right? And just like play build fights, and there's so many randoms. And whenever I see some kids that are like super, like they're tryhards, right? I can tell by their playstyle, but I still shit on them. And so you can tell that they have this passion for the game, clearly, because of the way they play, but then they end up leaving because they're getting shit on. Why? Why do you leave if you're getting, like, you have this passion, you want to get better at the game, but the second you're getting shit on, you rage quit. You're a fucking idiot if you do that, right? Like, you have the opportunity to just improve. You're getting shit on right now. Someone's literally, like, countering you hardcore, and instead of learning what your mistakes are, you're kind of just quitting. And that's the lamest shit you can do. Let's be honest. Like, if your focus is to be improving, then you can't just be like letting all these points on the table, right? Like, you can learn a lot from, wow, you can learn a lot from just playing against better players, right? It's always about bringing every advantage to your side, and also mentality. Always try to keep that mentality really straight whenever you can, right? Because with a good mentality, that's when you actually allow yourself to genuinely learn, right? What a pre-fire. How does he do it? And then another thing that I learned that was like actually OP, and that's something that my mom taught me because she also played piano, and I learned that when I was playing piano. I feel like it might be very obvious to some of you guys, but for me, it wasn't when I learned this trick. And it's start slow. Like, always start slow whenever you're learning something, whether it's a mechanic, whether it's like anything. Just start slow and make sure that your foundations are right, okay? But I learned this when my mom was briefly teaching me piano a little bit, and she was like, whenever like you're typing on these keys, I would always try to go fast. Like, it's like I wanted to play the song right now. I wanted to play it and perfectly ASAP, all right? And don't get me wrong, this passion inside you to play the thing properly and well is very good, all right? Don't get me wrong. But ideally, like, in order to play it well, you have to start slow. That's the ultimate thing that differentiates people who learn fast and those who don't learn at all. Give yourself the time to build up your knowledge very slowly, and acknowledge the fact that you're a beginner. Just take things slowly. This is when you genuinely improve, because you're getting your foundations right. The second you make a mistake, you're giving yourself the time to readjust and correct it properly. But if you were rushing things, then obviously you're not going anywhere, right? And so that's probably like the best advice that can be applicable to genuinely anything in life, by the way. Like, this is by far the most OP advice ever. Alright, like learning fucking mechanics in Fortnite, that's what I did. Like, just, I remember when I had to double edit, I would go slowly like this. You know, back in the day in fucking chapter 1, season 9, that's when people started actually double editing a little more. And like, I would really take things slow and go like this. And I would just try to get the reps in, and I was so slow. But that's how I learned, and now I can do them so fast, you know what I mean? Like, this is genuinely the most broken thing ever, and this is applicable to anything in life in general, alright? That's like the best advice. And the last one I would say is definitely just record yourself and look at yourself play as much as you can, alright? Like, you genuinely want to look at yourself play as much as possible. Let's say you just got through a whole day of playing. Just look at the clips you got. Look at everything. Look at your gameplay and pinpoint exactly what you could be fixing tomorrow. This is probably the second best advice I can give y'all. Even if you're playing inconsistently, even if you're playing with your IRLs, even if you're like, I don't know, putting a lot of hours without doing shit. If you look at the gameplay and really take a moment after you're done playing to take in what you did and analyze it and understand what the right and wrongs were, that is going to make the biggest difference ever. So I would say, like, those are pretty much the best things ever. And to be honest, this is like the most embarrassing thing ever, because right now it's like I'm saying, oh yeah, this is how you get good at something, and I look like I'm fucking terrible, right? Like, I'm kind of just talking and droning around. But like see, these kind of plays, it's embarrassing me a little bit, all right? But don't get me, I'm playing against my IRL. He really wants to win, all right, bro. His life is on the line right now, and I'm just here talking, okay? This isn't serious. I promise y'all, I'm significantly better than this. And as I said earlier, you guys can just watch me play on stream, bro. Genuinely, I'm a fucking demon. And I used to be a lot better at the game as well. Way back when I tryharded. Right now, I kind of like, I didn't fall out of love for Fortnite at all. I still love the game. It's just like, I don't try it. I don't try hard anymore, right? I'm past the improvement phase and I'm kind of just taking things chill. But I know for a fact that I have all the skills required to... So that if one day I want to get good again, I will get good again. You know what I mean? Like... Shit on. With these things I told y'all, genuinely I know how to get good at anything. These are tips that can be applied to anything in life. And yeah, that being said, man, that's about it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And let me know what you think. If you guys also have tips on how to improve fast at something, definitely let me know, bro. Because... It's fucking useful, bro. It's a community and we can genuinely help each other out. This is kind of what I have this channel for. And so if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next. I read every single comment, man. I appreciate y'all for the recent progress as well. And with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.